Alright, now we're going to be looking at the windows and this beam. The beam has really no rhyme or reason. It's going to have a wood grain on it though, so we're going to have to make sure that all the pieces are going the same way with the grain. So I'm going to automatic map that. Go to Window, UV Texture Editor. And in this case, we're going to disassemble some stuff just so the wood grain goes in the same direction. This is going to ease up the texturing process quite a bit. In this case, these two edges right here, we're going to cut. And actually I'm going to cut this one, this one, this one, this one, so I can highlight all these edges at once and cut. Alright, so we're going to pretend that this is a board and we're going to straighten this out. So I'm going to use rotate and rotate it this way. That means if I had a wood grain texture going this way, it would follow suit onto this shell. We'll get into that into the next unit when we're doing textures. Okay, again, I'm just disassembling these, thinking that they're boards, just like that. I'm going to leave this spike alone because it needs to be there. I can't straighten these out. Alright, these little boards have to go like this. Just like that. And now with all these straight, is there anything we can glue onto over here that will be equally straight so they don't bend? Well, let's find out. Okay, I see quite a bit here. I couldn't attach that one. And I can't attach that one. But I can attach these two. Good. Now I see some blue. Blue's bad. Blue means overlap. So what's overlapping here? If I move these back in order, let's say I'm moving so, I'll find that this little piece right here is moving along with them, and I can get rid of that by just trimming its edge. Grabbing the UV and going to shell and see if I can get that one out of there. I can't. It's impossible, I think. So I'm going to have to choose to not move and so one of these. So I'll just choose this edge and move and so it. Then I'll do the same on the other side. In this case, those two meet. I don't want to join those two together, I don't think. Okay. This one can go onto this side without any overlap. And this is just like a sick video game that you just didn't want to play with as a kid because it was boring. But you just have to think about wood grain and going in all the same direction and no overlap. In this case, I can attach these all the way down and make one big shell. Good. And no overlap. Good. Alright, so what do we got left? A bunch of stuff. Okay, these can be joined. And I bet you these can be joined too. Good. Again, keep the point, leave it alone, and let's move this over here. Now, I don't want to join any of these to any of these other ones. I want to start bringing these little pieces over. And the beauty of it is it just wants to do what it wants to do, and it'll throw these things all over the place. Okay, that one, this one, and that one go together. Again, go over back over there and get it. Drag it back to over here so you can keep it organized. Okay, I can't merge those two because that'll cause distortion. This one will be able to merge. Okay. This one can merge with that one. And this one can merge with that one. Good. That's all going in the same direction. This one over there and that one. Good. So you see why I've saved this one for last, because it is one of the more complex ones. And there we go. Those are as many shells as I can get reduced down to. So I reduced it down to 3 shells. And now if I add that texture to the object, it should all make relative sense. And it won't make perfect sense until we get into the texturing process in the next unit to get this one aligned to the wood texture. Okay, so we're going to be treating that one a little bit different in the next unit. The windows are a total different story altogether. They're very easy, but they're very monotonous. So let's go into the next video for those.